Welcome back to KDramaVerse, the place where we dive deep into the stories, the emotions, the drama, and the moments that make us laugh, scream, and sometimes cry at 2 a.m. while watching our favorite shows. Today, we need to talk about something that has completely taken over the internet: group chats, fan pages, and comment sections everywhere. Singles Inferno 5, episodes 5 to 7 just changed everything, and nobody saw it coming. What started as a slow, confusing, maybe even frustrating connection suddenly turned into what fans are now calling the real love story of the season, Subeen and Hee-sun. And honestly, the way everything unfolded, it shocked everyone. If you watched episodes 5 to 7, you already know the vibe completely shifted. Earlier in the season, the attention was everywhere. People were forming triangles, squares, and emotional circles that made it hard to even guess who liked who. Subeen especially seemed hard to read. Sometimes he looked interested, sometimes distant, sometimes like he was thinking about something completely different. A lot of viewers even said he looked cold at first. But now, after these episodes, fans are going back to earlier scenes and saying, wait, he liked Hee-sun from the beginning, didn't he? Episode 5 was really the turning point. You could feel it from the way Subeen started paying more attention to Hee-sun in group conversations. It wasn't loud or obvious. That's what made it even more interesting. He wasn't trying to show off or compete loudly like some of the others. Instead, he kept choosing to sit near her, asking her small questions, listening carefully when she spoke, and reacting to her jokes even when nobody else did. Viewers started noticing these small details, and the internet began connecting the dots. One of the most talked about moments in episode 5 was during the casual evening conversation, when everyone was sitting together and talking about their ideal types. When it was Subeen's turn, he described someone who was calm, thoughtful, and someone he could talk to comfortably without feeling pressured. The camera immediately cut to Hee-sun, and she smiled, but looked down right away. That moment lasted only a few seconds, but fans replayed it so many times because it felt like a silent confession. Hee-sun's side of the story is just as interesting. From the beginning, she seemed careful with her feelings. She talked to other contestants, went on paradise dates, and tried to understand everyone, but she always looked most relaxed when she was talking to Subeen. With others, she seemed polite. With Subeen, she seemed natural. That difference became more obvious in episode 6. Episode 6 is probably the episode that made fans start saying, okay, this is not just editing, something is really happening here. The Paradise selection scene was intense because everyone was trying to guess who would choose who. When Subeen chose Hee-sun, the reaction from the other contestants was already telling. Some of them looked surprised, but a few of them looked like they already knew. That means this connection was probably growing behind the scenes even more than what we saw. Their Paradise date was not dramatic in the usual reality show way. There were no big confessions, no crying, no dramatic music moments where someone runs away. Instead, it was quiet, comfortable, and very real. They talked about their lives, their fears, what kind of relationships they wanted, and even their past dating experiences. At one point, Hee-sun said she liked people who were honest, even if they were quiet. And Subeen laughed and said he talks more when he feels comfortable with someone. That conversation alone made fans go crazy online, because it felt like two people slowly realizing they were exactly what the other person was looking for. Another moment that really shook fans was during dinner in Paradise. Hee-sun asked Subeen why he didn't talk much in Inferno, and he said something like, "I talk when I feel like the person really wants to hear what I have to say." That line sounded simple, but the way he looked at her when he said it made it feel like he wasn't just talking in general. He was talking about her. The silence after that sentence was not awkward. It was the kind of silence where both people understand something without saying it. By the end of episode 6, viewers were already choosing sides and calling them endgame. But episode 7 is what truly shocked everyone. Episode 7 showed what many fans are now calling the real love story of Singles Inferno 5, because it didn't feel like a game anymore. When they returned from Paradise, the atmosphere in Inferno was different. Other contestants started noticing that Subeen and Hee-sun were more comfortable with each other than before. They started cooking together, sitting together more often, and even when they were not talking, they were always near each other. Those small details are what made fans believe their connection was genuine. There was also a scene where the group was talking about who they thought would end up together at the end. One of the contestants joked that Subeen only looks for Hee-sun with his eyes, even when he's talking to someone else. Everyone laughed, but Subeen didn't deny it. He just smiled and looked down, and Hee-sun couldn't stop smiling either. That moment alone spread all over social media, because it looked like the kind of moment you see in dramas, not reality shows. But the real shock came later in episode 7 during their late-night conversation. This scene is probably one of the most talked about scenes of the season so far. They were sitting outside, and the conversation started very normally, talking about the experience on the island and how time felt different there. Then Hee-sun suddenly asked Subeen if he had any regrets since coming to Inferno. He was quiet for a few seconds and then said he wished he had talked to her more earlier. That one sentence changed everything. Hee-sun looked genuinely surprised and asked why he didn't. Subeen said he thought she was already interested in someone else at the beginning and didn't want to interrupt her experience. That means he liked her from early on, but stepped back because he thought she liked someone else. When fans realized this, everyone online started saying the same thing. This is literally a K-drama plot. Then Hee-sun admitted that she actually wanted to talk to him earlier too, but thought he wasn't interested because he was so quiet. So basically, both of them liked each other, but thought the other person wasn't interested. When they both realized this at the same time, the atmosphere completely changed. You could see it in their faces. It was one of the most genuine moments in the show so far. Fans were shocked not because of a dramatic confession, but because it felt so real and so normal. No dramatic lines, no background music confession, just two people realizing they misunderstood each other for days. That kind of story is actually more emotional than dramatic love triangles because it feels real. After episode 7 aired, fans started calling Subeen and Hee-sun the real love story of Singles Inferno 5 because their relationship didn't start with instant attraction or dramatic competition. It started with quiet interest, misunderstandings, slow conversations, and finally honesty. It felt like watching a slow-burn romance drama instead of a reality show. Another reason fans are so invested in them is because their personalities balance each other. Subeen is quiet, observant, and careful with his words. Hee-sun is calm but expressive and emotionally open. When they talk, it doesn't feel like two people trying to impress each other. It feels like two people trying to understand each other. That difference is very noticeable compared to some of the other couples who focus more on attraction and competition. Social media reactions after episodes 5 to 7 were absolutely crazy. Fans were posting clips, screenshots, and long posts analyzing every look, every smile, every small moment between them. Some fans even said their story felt more real than some drama couples because you could see the awkwardness, the misunderstandings, and the slow comfort growing between them. Many viewers also started noticing that Subeen smiles the most when he is with Hee-sun. Earlier episodes showed him very calm and serious most of the time, but in these episodes, he laughed more, talked more, and even teased her a little. That change made fans believe that Hee-sun really makes him comfortable and happy. At the same time, Hee-sun also seemed more relaxed around him. She asked him more personal questions than she asked other contestants, and she listened very carefully to his answers. Their conversations felt deeper and more meaningful compared to some of the lighter conversations happening around the island. Now fans are divided into two groups. One group is 100% sure that Subeen and Hee-sun will end up together in the final selection. The other group is worried that something might still happen because this is Singles Inferno and nothing is ever simple. New dates, new choices, misunderstandings, or even jealousy could still change everything. But one thing is certain after episodes 5 to 7. Subeen and Hee-sun are now the couple everyone is watching. Every time they appear on screen, viewers pay attention to their expressions, their body language, and even where they sit. That's how invested people are in their story now. What makes their story special is not big dramatic moments, but small realistic ones, sitting next to each other, talking quietly, smiling for no reason, being comfortable in silence. Those are the moments that made fans believe this might actually be real and not just a reality show pairing. So now the big question is, what will happen in episodes 8 and beyond? Will they continue getting closer? Will there be jealousy from other contestants? Will misunderstandings happen again? Or will they slowly become the strongest couple in Singles Inferno 5? Whatever happens next, episodes 5 to 7 will probably be remembered as the moment their story really began. The moment fans realized that while everyone else was busy playing the game loudly, Subeen and Hee-sun were quietly building something real. And honestly, sometimes the quiet love story is the one that hits the hardest. Now I want to ask you something. Do you think Subeen liked Hee-sun from the very beginning? Do you think they will end up together in the final selection? Or do you think there is still a plot twist coming that will shock everyone again? Tell me what you think, because this season is getting more emotional, more dramatic, and more unpredictable with every episode. And we are definitely going to talk about everything that happens next. Thank you for watching and spending time with KDramaVerse, and I'll see you in the next video where we dive into more drama, more emotions, and more unforgettable moments. Until then, take care and stay safe.